Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Dear Atmabhandus, we welcome you to this episode of Srividya Navāvarana and Navaratri. On the occasion of this Navaratri, which we call it a Dussera, with the 10th day inclusive of Vijayadhasami. So it's a very important day for us to know about the significance of Dussera and the 9 days Navaratri, especially in the context of Srividya, which is the tantric tradition of Devi worship. I am a sadhaka of Srividya, and in Srividya usually we start any episode or any activity with an invocation to my Guru, my Parama Guru and Paramesti Guru. Here my Parama Guru is Swami Rama, the great Himalayan Master, and my Parama Guru is Madhavananda Saraswati, and my Paramesti Guru is Amritananda Saraswati. So in this context, when we talk of Parama Guru, Parama Guru, Paramesti Guru, we also should invoke the Guru Parampara, which start with the parents of Srividya, Sri Agastyar and Lopamudra. They are the parents who taught the whole world Srividya in two contemporary tradition, that is Gaudividya and Adividya. So this particular Srividya was introduced to them, and by Sage Hayagriva, who initiates them into Sri Lalita Sahasranama, which is the Sahasranama of the deity who represents Srividya, Sri Lalita Sahasranama, wherein the entire aspect of Srividya Sadana and also the details of the deity Sri Lalita Lalitatripurasundari is provided. And apart from that, we also have in our Guru Parampara Sri AdiShankara, who established the Samayachara principles of Srividya, wherein it is a meditative process considering our entire body as the Sri Yantra. And we have Bogar, who is the Shishya of Sage Bogar, who is the Shishya of Agastyar, and also Mahavatar Babaji, who is the Shishya of Sage Bogar. So this is a lineage wherein the entire Srividya was given to Hayagriva by Mata Devi Parvati and Pita Devo Maheshwara, who gave 64 tantras to the world for the emancipation of the humankind. So here the Tantra means, it's a Sanskrit word made up of two words, Tanoti and Trayati. Tanoti is the expansion and Trayati is the liberation. That means the liberation of the energy and the expansion of the consciousness is together happens through the Srividya, and it is the basic principle of Tantra which is established in all the yogic practices. So, in this context, we have the photograph of the Guru Parampara above, and let us invoke the blessings of these great rishis and sages. Om Shri Guru Paramparaye Namah. Om Shri Agastyaye Vidmahe Khadi Vidyaye Dhimahi Tanno Devi Prachodayat Tanno Rishi Prachodayat Swaha Shri Agastyaye Namah. Om Lopamudraye Vidmahe Adividyaye Dhimahi Tanno Devi Prachodayat Swaha Shri Lopamudraye Namah. Om Swami Ramaye Vidmahe Guru Shreshtaye Dhimahi Tanno Yogi Prachodayat Swaha Shri Swami Ramaye Namah. Om Shri Swami Ramaye Namah. Om Shri Madhavananda Saraswati Namah. Om Shri Amritananda Saraswati Namah. Om Shri AdiShankaracharya Namah. Om Shri Mahavatar Babaji Namah. Om Shri Bogar Namah. Om Shri Agastyar Namah. Om Shri Lopamudra Namah. Om Shri Hayagriva Namah. Om Shri Māta Devi Parvati Pita Devo Maheshwaraya Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Guru Parampara Namah. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om Tatsat. Dear Atmabhandus, now let us start episode of Srividya Navāvarana Navaratri, and before we start, let's invoke Māta Lalitatripurasundari, who is the super consciousness residing in the Bindu of Sri Chakra or Sahasradala of our Sahasrara Chakra, and get her grace.
अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः रहमित्येव विभावये भवानीम्।
When we talk of Srividya, Navāvarana and Navaratri, we had to understand the Srividya Sadana, which talks of Navāvarana and its relation to Sri Chakra, which is a representation of macrocosm, and its relationship with the human body, with Panchakoshas, with 9 chakras representing the microcosm. Here in this process of sadhana, we have to understand the concept of avaranas and namavaranas and their meaning to understand the journey of reaching superconsciousness and the ultimate energy, Māta Lalitatripurasundari, residing in the Bindu. Graphically, you can see the journey above in Sri Chakra, wherein the color red is moving from outward square to inward Bindu. Now let us understand the meaning of avarana, which will help in understanding the Navāvarana in Sri Chakra. Avarana is a Sanskrit term that translates as covering or obstruction. It is considered to be one of the 3 defects of the mind that hinder spiritual progression. Avarana is a veil of ignorance that dulls the mind and prevents people from seeing their true higher self. Without lifting the veil of avarana, it is not possible to know Atman or Brahman. Avarana is identified as one of the attributes of Maya in Advaita Vedanta. AdiShankara mentions in his Viveka Chudamani verses 115 to 118 that avarana is an effect of tamoguna. One has to travel 8 avaranas to reach the final destination of superconsciousness, that is Mahatripurasundari Devi. In the Sri Chakra, the journey is from the outer Bhupura to the central Bindu, the path indicative of one's own journey to the ultimate Godhead, step by step. This form of ritualistic worship is called the Navāvarana Puja. Avarana meaning veil. Indeed, the process resembles the removal of the veil of ignorance, stage by stage, until the devotee merges with the Bindu or the Supreme Mother. Each level of avarana is dedicated to a certain deity and offering worship. The aspirant is elevated to the next plane. Each level or chakra has its own presiding deities and mudras. Here there is a relationship between Sri Chakra and the human body consisting of Panchakosha and 9 chakras, in which 9 avaranas in Sri Chakra is equivalent to 9 chakras in human beings. Bindu in the center of Sri Chakra and in the center of Sahasrara Chakra in human beings is the abode of superconsciousness, that is feminine energy, Māta Lalitatripurasundari Devi. Hence, in Samayachara principles of Srividya, the meditation is done on 9 chakras within the body, and the Kundalini is raised to reach the superconsciousness that is lying in the Sahasrara Chakra as Mahatripurasundari Devi. The journey of the aspirant from the outer Bhupuram to the inner Bindu, is identified with the awakening of primordial energy in man, the rising the Kundalini in the Muladhara, and his journey to meet the Brahman in Sahasradala Padma in esoteric union. The Srividya worship of the Sri Chakra or the Mahameru, the Navāvarana Puja in its highest form, turns the body itself into the Sri Puram, the abode of the goddess, and the rituals into the journey of self-realization or enlightenment. The sadhakas transforms his body into the place of worship, burns it in the sacrificial fire, and reclaims it by the grace of Shiv Shakti. The path traced by the energy from the Muladhara to its point of union in Sahasrara in Samayachara methodology of Srividya is identical to the progression through the Navavarana Puja from the outer chakra of the Sri Chakra to the inner triangle and then to the center point, the Bindu, the goddess Ambika with her consort Ishvara in Kaulachara methodology. This festival of Dussera or Navaratri is a 9-day long celebration. Navaratri is dedicated to 9 divine forms of Ma Durga. This festival symbolizes victory over evil. Every one of us has positive and negative tendencies. The battle between the two is an ongoing process that can only be won when we awaken Chetana inside us. The 9-day festival commemorates the 9 forms of primordial energy, which is believed to be the source of creation. These 9 forms of primordial energy, known as Navadurga, are the residing deities and energy sources representing the 9 chakras from Muladhara to Sahasrara. We'll understand the detailed significance after invoking the Navadurgas for their grace.
Prathamam Shailaputri cha Dvitiyam Brahmacharini Trutiyam Chandraghanteti Ushmandeti Chaturthakam Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtham Katyayaniti cha Saptamam Kalaratriti Mahagauriti Chashtamam Navamam Siddhidatri cha Navadurga Prakirtitaha Uktanyetani Namani Brahmanaiva Mahatmana.
So, having heard the Navadurga Kavacha Stotram, let us understand the relationship between Navadurga and the chakras, 9 chakras in the human being. Each chakras within the human being consists of 9 chakras starting from Muladhara to Sahasrara, which is represented by Navadurgas and invoked during Navaratri. These feminine energies help to remove the avaranas, that is the veil of ignorance, to achieve enlightenment with the grace of Mata Mahatripurasundari. Here, Muladhara Chakra represents Mata Shailaputri, Swadhisthana Chakra represents Mata Brahmacharini, Manipura Chakra represents Mata Chandraghanta, Anahata Chakra represents Mata Kushmanda, Vishuddhi Chakra represents Mata Skandamata, Agna Chakra represents Mata Katyayani, Manasa Chakra represents Mata Kalaratri, Soma Chakra represents Mata Mahagauri, and finally Sahasrara Chakra is represented by Mata Siddhidatri, the providers of Siddhi. Finally, with the grace of all this divinity, we achieve on the 10th day, that is Vijayadhasami, victory of good over evil, positive energy over negative energy. On each Navaratri day, we will discuss the grace and impact of innovation and invocation of each Navadurgas and the process and finally the significance of Vijayadhasami. My dear Atmabhandus, thank you for your patient hearing and seeing this episode. Any clarification you can contact me. My contact WhatsApp number, you can get it from Srimati Nandini Guti, who has organized this episode. I totally and equivocally congratulate her for taking up this kind of service to humanity and also providing me an opportunity to present this important Navaratri episode. Wishing you happy and blissful Dussera, and may Davadurga Devis bless you with health, wealth and prosperity.